Hello, ladies and gents. I haven't made a video for almost a week. I've been uploading shorts, but no videos. I've just been crazy busy. I went back to work. Again, I'm working on my fourth step, which I'm about halfway through, and just have been very busy in the middle of writing a new song. So, a lot going on. But what I wanted to talk about today is um, goals. Goals and what we do to achieve them and what we don't do. Um, so I'm in this treatment center, and I'm around a lot of different personalities. I'm around a lot of people who are in different stages of change, different levels of willingness to change, different uh, you know feeling the necessity to change. Some don't feel the necessity to change. So for some people, this is critical, and for some people, this is kind of just a layover. It's just hanging out here till the next thing happens to them, which is unfortunate. But you can lead a horse to water. I'm a firm believer in that, and you can show people the way. You can lead by example, of course, but there are people who are not going to follow. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about goals and, like I said, what we do and what we don't do. And one of the problems we have with our goals is our daily habits don't align with our goals. Like, for instance, what I'm talking about is if I want to lose weight, but I chug Mountain Dew all day, and at dinner I have that piece of cake. Doing those things doesn't align with me trying to lose weight. If I'm trying to save money, which is one of the things I'm here trying to do, is I'm trying to get myself back on my feet financially, and to get some stability in that area. Whenever I get paid, I don't go blow my paycheck on things that I don't need. I don't go buy lottery tickets, and I don't go buy a bunch of Monster energy drinks and things like that. Not that I'm giving a shout out to Monster, but just, if my goal is to get sober, then part of that is paying attention in group. Part of that is doing my chores. Part of that is making sure I'm going to meetings and networking and getting numbers and getting a support system wrapped around me. Um, you know, Part of that is doing the things that they want me to do here for the facility. There's a bunch of paperwork I got to fill out each night. Do I necessarily want to do that? No, I don't. However, I know that to achieve my goal, to get to my goal, which is to be able to live my life peacefully and happily, on my own, because right now I'm having to have someone manage my life. I've got to do those things, and it's back to whenever I was married. If you're married and you want to have a relationship and a marriage, there's some things you need to do to on a day-to-day basis that are going to help realize that. And if you're not paying attention to your significant other, if you're not giving them time out of your day, if you're not doing things for them, if you're not, you know, I feel like you should be chasing your wife like the day you met them, Um, but a lot of these things, we just don't think about the day to day habits that we have and how they align with our goals. If you ask somebody like, hey, where do you want to be in 5 years? A lot of people will tell you, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, I want to go back to school. I want to own my own business. I want to be foreman at this job. I want to, blah, blah, blah. I want to get my kids back. That's another big one. I see a lot of people in the rooms. Unfortunately, when you're around a lot of addicts and alcoholics, you're going to see a lot of people who have lost rights, who have lost custody of their children, and but they get out of rehab and they're chasing women. Um, that is not going to help you get your child back. they're buying shoes in lieu of paying child support. That's not going to help you get your child back. Um, so there's just a lot of things that, we don't think of. We think they're small, we think they're little things, but they're actually really huge things. And it's those small things that will trip us up, and those small things that will end up, you know, killing our chances at, realizing our goals. So, like I said, my goal is to be sober and to be happy, joyous, and free away from drugs and alcohol. So today I got up and prayed. I've already sent out a couple of texts and a phone call to supports. I'm going to go to a meeting tonight. Um, I'm going to make sure my chores get done today. My bed is made. Um, you know, uh, Tomorrow I'm going to go to work, so I can make some money. I'm just going to do those small things that are going to help me realize that goal, and prepare me for the next phase of this, which is to just create bigger and better goals. Because eventually I want to, have more than just not being in rehab. Um, but you got to start somewhere. And that's today's lesson. Thanks.